right? We're trying to calculate the profit margin whilst we're in the pivot table. So, Mr. Jide, I'll let you go again, please, sir.
Oh, okay, all right, ma'am.
So I'm in the pivot table.
Okay. Okay, we want to get the profit margin. So we'll select any portion of the pivot table. Then we go to pivot table analyze tool. We select field items and set, then calculated field. Then we can give the field a name. In this case, profit margin. Then we input the formula. We can open brackets. Select total profit over total sales. Then we insert the field, yes, over, that's divided by total. We select total sales field, we insert it as well. Close bracket, multiply by 100. Then, okay, since we've already added, I think we just modify.
Okay.
I think we
Oh,
have to modify since we are changing it.
yeah, I did I
Oh,
made a
that's what.
mistake here.
Oh, that is add.
Yeah, it should be star.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't click on add this time around. Is that why I didn't add it straight away?
How would
Let's
you
see.
say that? Where is the answer? Because you were pressing 68 where you were doing your calculation. So this was the former thing that we calculated. This hasn't changed. So the new thing you just calculated now, where is it?
Yeah. So profit margin is here, but is there any other thing? Product. So it's no, it wasn't added because it's not here at all.
And does it matter if you click any of this place? Because when you do the last one, I think you clicked
I clicked
B.
add first
Yeah, okay.
before I okayed it. So let's see. Let me give it a new name so that we'll see margin profit. Never mind about the name. And we are saying bracket that, check the profit, insert the field. Okay, then divide by this, insert the field. Okay, we close that, and then we multiply that by 100. Okay, and we said add. So adds that on here, I believe, because if we go check now, can you see margin profit? Okay, I think it didn't add the other one because I was giving an already existing name. You know, I called that second one we did profit margin. I would have expected it to put maybe profit margin 2 here because it won't give.
No, I think you have the option of clicking on modify, but you didn't click on it. You just
I
said
did.
okay.
I just did okay straight. So it didn't recognize that basically. So let's okay this now. And there we have it. Sum of margin profit because of the name I gave it. We just repeated that because so that we'll see, what was actually done when we did not record. So hopefully that has been captured. I hope I'm still recording. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this from the pivot table. This the last start margin profit. I'll remove that from the pivot table. We don't need 2. Okay. And we can always thank you very much, Mr. Jide, for coming to the rescue. We can always format this to be maybe just 2 decimal places. And maybe no decimal place at all. 17% is still a good representation, really. Okay. How do we ensure this is seen? Actually, what I could have done even better, instead of multiplying by 100 from there, would have been to change it to percentage from here, within that formula, not multiply by 100 and just come and change it to percentage here. Maybe the percent, because I really want to see that percentage sign there. Okay, so, but I mean, you can put it in the name, a profit margin, and maybe we can put, what's it called? A percent in bracket or percent in front of that to show that it is in percentage. Okay, so different ways that you can actually showcase that. You can look for a way to make that 17%, or put it in the header that it's actually a percentage. Okay, so we have a pivot table that showcases the first the KPIs that we actually need. This is not yet our dashboard. It's still just our pivot table that we are, like the foundation. We're just still doing the foundation works. Okay. Now we are expected to divide or display all of these 3 by dates, basically. Okay. We want to display all of this by day, month, products. So on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, then break it down by products and all of that. So let's see how we do that. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this so that we can reuse the pivot table. Maybe place it somewhere here. Okay. So we have all the values in, and we want to just add, let's say, date. Okay. I'm adding date. And do I want to group it or ungroup? Because at the moment it's grouped. I think we can right click here or do a Control-Z. Immediately you drop a date field into the field here, and it's showing the hierarchy. You can do a quick, before you press anything at all, a quick Control-Z to put it in on a daily breakdown, like what we have here now. It would quickly change it, for you if you do that. And you can right click on the pivot table itself, on the dates, and look for grouping and ungrouping. See, it says ungroup here. Okay, so that's also another way to achieve that. Group or ungroup would change the dates up to however you wanna show that. So this shows that says row label. Let's look for a name that's not on here. Dates. This says dates. What should I call it that will still reflect that we are looking at date? But I don't want to put dates there because it won't accept it. Oh, it did. Okay, that's fine. So I got away with that. So we have our dates in this order, and on a daily basis, we can see the total sales, the total profit, and the profit margin for each day. So that part is done. And now we need to do this by month. The same thing, but by month. Okay, so go back to the pivot table. We can copy, I'm going to copy the first one. You can copy anyone really. This is just me. And then it's the date that we still need. In this case, I'm not going to do undo. I'm going to remove the hierarchies that I don't want. Actually, we'll find it down somewhere here. So I don't want the year. I'll remove the year. I'll remove the quarter, which will be, the quarter. I'll remove the dates as well. Should I remove the, no? Oh yeah, actually, because we just want to see month, not the day. Okay. I don't have my what's it called with me. Okay. I've been able to drag that out. So this shows this to us by month. Okay, let's see if that will, okay. So we have pivot table 1, the KPIs, can put those here. I'm just gonna bolden that a little so that it shows that it's actually a heading, maybe 12. I can just put daily here. Just a heading to show what each pivot table is representing, really. Make that a bit bold as well. It's not bolded up. But this is all just. Please mute. We can hear you. Okay, and this is the monthly. Okay. So we have that boldened up, and we have. So we have those.
It seems like the first one that we did there is now what's it called, distorted because of maybe.
Oh, because okay. So we can.
You need to do it in a secret place. Yeah.
It returned they don't return. So I'm going to just remove them from here actually. So we don't want the year, the quarter, nor the month. So let's take those out. Okay. So thank you for pointing my attention to that. And then we can do products and sales type. Okay. I think 1 or 2 minutes we can do at least products. I think we can also do sales type. So we can copy this one. Like I said, we can copy any one of them really. We just need to make sure they don't overlap. Control V that, and this is going to be products. So I'll drag the months out and bring the products in. So we have every of those by products. Okay, and it's quite a long one. Okay. Products. Sometimes what I'm doing, putting labeling this may not necessarily be necessary. It's just, it makes life easy for us to identify quite easily what we are doing. Okay. And I think I saw sales type. So let's do that as the last one for today. And then we'll carry on another day. So it's going to be the same. Let me see if I can just actually, don't let's go too far away. Let me put it here. Okay. I thought I still had it copied. Okay. So we don't need this, we need sales type. Sales type is below. So sale type. There we go. And we can see by sale type what they managed to achieve. Okay. So that is as far as we'll go today. We learned something new today. Not new, we got reminded on how to calculate within pivot table. Thanks to Mr. Jide, reminding us of that. For tomorrow, we might need to be reminded, and I think I recently dropped a recording of how to create a really standard dashboard in Excel. Again, we were taught by Mr. Azim about 10 months ago now. Okay, so it would be nice to go back to that because we are going to need all the skills there to actually come up with a very good product that we are producing at the moment. Okay, so between now and tomorrow, let's go back to the e-commerce where I dropped it quite recently. I may look for it and redrop it to make it easier again today. Because, most of these, we want this to look nice on the dashboard like a proper KPI. How do we link these onto another page where we'll be having the dashboard, such that if this changes, the other page also would be updated. We need to be reminded of that. These are good skills, very, very important that we will forget if we don't go back to them. I'll stop recording. Any question at